As the 19th century neared its end, bananas remained a mysterious and exotic fruit to many in the United States. However, everything changed when a young man with a keen entrepreneurial spirit emerged to reshape the industry. Samuel Zay, born on January 18, 1877, in Mova to impoverished Jewish parents, seemed destined for a life of struggle. Yet, unbeknownst to many, this humble boy's fate would evolve into that of a wealthy millionaire, all thanks to discarded bananas. This narrative unfolds the captivating journey of how Samuel, against all odds, ascended to the title of the Banana King by transforming neglected bananas into a fortune. Let's get started. Before the grand saga of this legendary life unfolded, he was simply known as Sam, an immigrant to America. It all started with the death of the father of our main character when he was just 14 years old. After his father's passing, the family had to face a lot of financial difficulties. Sam decided to move to America, hoping to end all the problems plaguing his life. To do that, he collected every last penny he had and left his motherland. At first, she had no plans, just a mindset to start from the bottom, taking on any job he could find. While helping his uncle with the work in his shop, he always tried to learn something new, engaging with customers and suppliers in his uncle's business. It was in 1993 when Sam first saw a banana. Back in those times, bananas were considered a luxury food in America. So when a banana came into Sam's sight, he was curious, and the salesman found himself bombarded with questions from him. Sam was fed up with working for other people, thinking of making more money. He began searching for the best product to sell and earn a good profit. Upon seeing bananas, a new plan formed in his mind. He went to the mobile port in Alabama and encountered the banana ship of the United Fruit Company. As he observed the men unloading the bananas into three piles, green bananas, yellow bananas, and black freckled yellow or ripe bananas, he noticed that the black freckled bananas were regarded as worthless due to their inability to be preserved for an extended period. He invested his entire savings of $150 to purchase thousands of ripe bananas. Sam approached the sellers and surprisingly negotiated a heady discount for the seemingly worthless bananas. The sellers, having no use for these ripe bananas, agreed to sell them at the requested price. Sam also used the remaining money to buy a boxcar and kickstart his business. Sam was able to sell all the bananas on his first trip and even earned a good profit. Encouraged by this success, he continued to buy ripe bananas from the port and sell them during the train ride. Given Sam's prolonged association with the United Fruit Company, the company grew curious about this man consistently buying large quantities of ripe bananas. In 1903, the chairman of the company invited Sam to meet with him and subsequently signed a contract officially designating Sam Zir as the exclusive buyer for all ripe or turning ripe bananas from the United Fruit Company. As Sam expanded his business, it grew even bigger, accumulating savings of up to $100,000. However, he yearned for more and decided to shift from buying from the United Fruit Company to importing directly. Therefore, Sam joined forces with a man named Ashbel Hubert and founded the Q Fruit Company. One might anticipate that the United Fruit Company would oppose the Q Fruit Company's entry into the market, given that it added a new competitor to its list. Surprisingly, the United Fruit Company invested in Sam's new company. Why this behemoth of a company? The United Fruit Company had a reputation for dominating the industry by owning shares in various small companies. Hence, they earned the nickname El Pulpo, or the Octopus, for extending their influence over numerous companies. His next move involved moving to Honduras to grow bananas while negotiating with government officials to establish a special deal that would reduce or eliminate normal taxes on imports and export duties. Sam purchased land in Honduras and embarked on banana cultivation on enriched soil. He even worked alongside his employees in the fields. While everything seemed to be going well, Sam found himself burdened with loans and overwhelming debt. Despite his financial predicament, he aimed to acquire more land. However, his partner disagreed, deeming such decisions as insane. In the 1870s, the Honduras Railroad project faced financial challenges, prompting British loans with a funding shortage. The American government intervened, enlisting J.P. Morgan to purchase and refinance the railroad bonds. In return, Morgan gained ownership and control of import taxes, canceling any previous bribes Sam made to the Honduran government. This meant that Sam had to shoulder the burden of all the taxes, and given the precarious state of his business with the mounting debts, it was at great risk. While he contemplated taking drastic actions to prevent the deal with J.P. Morgan in Honduras, the government advised against such involvement. Faced with this dilemma, Sam opted for the most insane course of action, overthrowing the government. He orchestrated and supported a rebellion to oust the current president, throwing his weight behind Manuel Banela as the presidential contender. Collaborating with mercenaries, they meticulously planned a military coup that ultimately proved successful, with Manuel Banana assuming the presidency. Sam's efforts paid off as he was granted everything he desired: no taxes, no duties, and even a fund to repay his debts. During this period, the United Fruit Company was consolidating its power and exerting control over the economies of various countries. This marked the emergence of a genuine competitor, the Coup Fruit Company, sparking a Cold War between the two. The United Fruit Company's last chance lay in its small shares in the Coup Fruit Company, which eventually had to be sold to Sam. Consequently, the two companies became separated and covert enemies under the table. One such rivalry manifested in the competition for land north of Utila, a region that separated the banana lands of these two companies. As always, Sam emerged victorious in this conflict. The ongoing Cold War between the two major banana companies led to severe situations, even prompting Sam to prepare for a potential armed conflict with a ship filled with weapons. It was at this point that the U.S. government decided to intervene and organized a peace conference for the leaders of these two companies. The solution proposed by the U.S. government raised doubts for Sam. They suggested a merger between the United Fruit Company and the Coup Fruit Company. Despite having a combined 58% of the total banana market, the government didn't want to disrupt the situation. On the other hand, Sam viewed it as an opportune moment to align himself with a stable company and cash out from the shares. Consequently, in 1930, Sam sold his company to the United Fruit Company for $30 million. However, after Sam's retirement, the workers of the United Fruit Company in Colombia initiated a strike demanding to be paid in actual currency rather than food coupons. Instead of addressing the legitimate concerns, United Fruits sought the intervention of the U.S. government to control the situation. In reality, there was nothing to control except for the workers' strike. Consequently, the U.S. government alerted the Colombian government about the situation, leading to a tragic bloodbath of United Fruit workers in Colombia. On the other hand, economic depression was also impacting Sam's profits in the banana business, so he decided to re-enter the business after investigating to identify all the shortcomings in the system. Sam arranged a board meeting with the company. Following numerous attempts, he successfully overthrew the company's chairman and assumed the position of president of the company. Everything seemed to be going well until a devastating saga unfolded with the entry of the Sigatoka disease into the banana fields. Numerous plantations fell victim to this disease, and to worsen matters, the Panama disease once again invaded the banana fields. Unlike before, there was no cure for the Panama disease. Sam realized that the Big Mike banana, the variety they were planting, was highly susceptible to diseases. In response, Sam made the decision to switch to Cavendish bananas. The problems didn't stop there. The Second World War led to restrictions on imports, including bananas. The government began seizing ships for war purposes, and cargo ships were at risk of attacks. Even after the war, with the economic crisis, the banana business suffered a downturn. Undeterred, Sam continued searching for solutions. As a result, he started cultivating sugarcane, hemp, and palm, apart from bananas. A tragic incident occurred in 1940 when Sam's son died in the war. Despite facing numerous challenges over several years, Sam decided to retire in 1951, and this time it was a genuine retirement. He sold all his stocks and completely severed ties with the company. The legendary Banana King passed away at the age of 84 from Parkinson's disease. Over time, the company lost its dominance and is now operated as Chita Brands International. Remember to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments section below, highlighting what intrigued you most about our content. Ensure you're subscribed to financeFinesse and have activated notifications to never miss out on our future releases. We eagerly anticipate your presence in our next video. Always remember, no dream is beyond reach.